My husband ruined my birthday and told me that birthdays aren't important after 21, so I went to my parents and left him alone in our house. Background: today is my 28th birthday. I am really into birthdays and holidays and believe in celebrating them to the max, which is well known to everyone. I'm also the planner and the giver in not only my family but also my extended family, so I'm the one who plans birthday get-togethers, gifts, travel, etc. I'm also a SOM due to having a son with complex medical and behavioral needs. I've been with him 24/7 for the last week as it's school break, and he's extremely clingy and has behavioral problems due to mental illnesses. I also had an upper respiratory cold, sore throat, fever, cough, runny nose, earache. But I kept up with mom duties nonetheless. My husband's birthday was last month, and I planned something for him as usual. Weekend in a town a couple hours away for us and our kids. For my birthday, I tell him I just want help with the kids, the house, a nap, and for him to cook supper or take me out. Maybe a homemade gift from the kids and a cake. Yesterday, my husband started complaining of a sore throat. I checked his throat, and it looked fine. He had no fever or other symptoms. He stayed up all night playing video games. This morning, he said he was sick but had no visible symptoms. No fever, cough, or runny nose. It doesn't sound like someone with a cold. He says his throat hurts but spent an hour on Xbox Live talking just fine. He naps all day because he says he's sick. I think it's because he stayed up until 4 a.m. playing video games. Meanwhile, I make my own cake, care for the kids, and do my usual chores. He didn't even tell me happy birthday. Finally, I decided to take the cake I made with the kids to my parents' house to have supper there so I didn't have to cook. I'm pretty crabby now, so don't say a word before we leave. He calls and asks why we left. I tell him because he ruined my birthday yet again, and I'm trying to salvage it, at least a little, and hang up. He called back and said I was overreacting. He's sick, and I'm an adult. Birthdays aren't a big deal anymore after 21. Update 1 year later, shortly after my birthday in this post, I had several sit-down talks with my husband. A lot of his lack of effort stems from the way he was raised. He actually started therapy shortly after our talk and has become a lot more attentive. We found out I was pregnant in October, a huge surprise as I didn't get pregnant after 5 years of trying and 2 years of fertility treatment. My pregnancy has been high risk and very rough on me emotionally and physically. I have a lot of restrictions and recently was put on bed rest after already being on minimum activity/light duty. He's been amazing at taking care of me, the house, and the kids, and even helping a lot while my mom has been in and out of the hospital for aneurysms and strokes. For my birthday this year, he got me a gift, made what I wanted for supper: steak, lobster tail, mussels, Brussels sprouts, and bread, and got my current favorite dessert. We were limited on what we could do because of my pregnancy restrictions, but he got a chick flick movie going for us in the evening and watched it with me without a complaint. And he was the first one to tell me happy birthday right at midnight.